Alright guys, week 2 of the Danny Dimes era, and the Giants are 2-0, and honestly, I think this was their best game of the season. Yeah, it was against the Washington Redskins, a team that has a lot of injuries right now, but all around, this was a good team effort, a good team win in all three phases, as they say. So just starting off with Daniel Jones here, yeah, he had 2 interceptions today. It made me a little nervous because, you know, I think they were on back-to-back drives. Don't quote me on that. But I was a little nervous, but I was like, okay, you know, he's a rookie quarterback. It happens. Eventually, he was going to have to throw an interception. So I think he adjusted at half, or Shermer and, you know, the offensive coaches, quarterback coach, helped him adjust, and he looked better in the second half. So another good performance by Daniel Jones. Yeah, it wasn't as statistically good as last week's because that was just a crazy game. But he had a good effect on the game, like that crazy, I think it was third down and long, borderline field goal range. He spun out of basically 2 tackles that would have been sacks and ran for the first down. Just things like that. That's why he's having such a great effect on this team. Things Eli couldn't do. No offense, Eli. Still love you, Eli. Just keeping plays alive. And the interception thing, yeah, it was gonna happen. Hopefully they'll be able to work on that this week. And yeah, like this is probably the first team that could really game plan for him in Washington based off official like NFL game footage. Yeah, Tampa could off preseason footage, but yeah, this is like, I feel like the first real game planning that went against him. So yeah, just to keep that in mind. Wayne Gallman stepping up for Saquon Barkley. He had an okay game, pretty good game. He had 2 touchdowns. The fumble at the end wasn't great, and then Hillman had a fumble too. And I think that's just something we take for granted with Saquon Barkley. He's so good with the football. He doesn't fumble, and yeah, we saw that today. That's got to be something that's worked on. But overall, I think the run game wasn't terrible without Saquon Barkley there. Hillman had some good flashes there. Yeah, he fumbled in a key situation there in the red zone, about to, you know, get in for the touchdown, or at least a field goal if they were stopped. But he's a rookie, you know. Like I said, rookies, they make mistakes. Same with Daniel Jones and the interceptions. So I think things should be okay, but obviously not as great as they would be with Saquon Barkley. Defensively, 3 points allowed. And yes, I know they started Case Keenum in the game, and then, you know, Dwyane Haskins was put in right after Daniel Jones threw the interception, and I was like, oh, here's the storyline, here's the drama right here. Daniel Jones throws a pick, and who comes out onto the field? Dwyane Haskins. So, yeah, he didn't have a good game. All right, he didn't have a good game. 3 interceptions. Yeah, 3, right? Jake says 2. Wait, let me double check. Yeah, I believe it was 3 interceptions. Yeah, 3 interceptions, 107 yards, 9 for 17, and passing attempts. Not a good game, but I don't think that's really his fault because he was kind of thrown into the game there. Not the start you want for your career, but I think part of that is the coaching staff's fault, not gonna lie. Yeah, because he was literally just thrown into the game after, you know, they said after last week's game, oh, you know, we gotta give Case Keenum time, whatever. So it should be interesting to see what they do with Haskins, because apparently Cole McCoy might play now because he's coming back from injury, and that's who they wanted to start. So I don't know. I'm not going to say anything like, oh, Dwyane Haskins a bust now, because that's stupid. If anyone's saying that, that's stupid to go Haskins is a bust. But it's not the start he probably wanted, especially against the Giants, a team, you know, he laughed at taking Daniel Jones and all the storylines there. He probably didn't want that to have a game like this, but, you know, whatever. It's one game out of his career. Yeah, Janoris Jenkins, speaking of him, 2 interceptions today, and that's the bounce-back performance you want to see because, you know, Giants fans were roasting this guy last week for his coverage of Mike Evans, and to bounce back today, just, that's what you want to see, a bounce-back performance. Ryan Connolly had such a good game, and then he got injured, and apparently they said on the broadcast that he couldn't put any weight on his leg, and that freaks me out because he's just been playing so well, and it's so cool to see a guy like that, a rookie, step up like that. And yeah, he is just playing so hard, especially because that linebacker group is so thin right now. Apparently Lorenzo Carter also is dealing with a neck injury of some sort, so we'll see what happens with that. That just stings. You hope he's okay. Marcus Golden has been so good throughout the season for the Giants. Another guy, Shout out to him. And of course, Jabril Peppers with the pick 6. To see two guys like Janoris Jenkins and Jabril Peppers, guys who have struggled at times throughout this year, I would say Janoris Jenkins more, have a big game like this. Jenkins getting those 2 picks. Peppers having that huge pick 6 that really just, tore this game open. Even though it was against a Redskins offense that had pretty big injuries, to that offensive line, to that wide receiver group, to see them, even running backs, Darius Geis hasn't been able to play, to see them perform like that, that's great for their confidence, and that's what you need. Only allowing 3 points. Only allowing 3 points after what we saw the first 3 games of the season is huge. It's a huge step in the right direction. It's huge for the morale of the group. And you got to take the wins where you can get them. You just got to play your game, do your thing. And I'm very pleased with, just the defense only allowing 3 points. And the Giants have their injuries on defense too, that linebacker group. That's not, they have the injuries there. There's injuries on the team. Saquon Barkley's injured. So it's not just the Redskins that have injuries. So overall, just a really, really good all-around performance by this team. I'm super pleased, even though it was against Washington, a team, like I said, has injuries, hasn't been playing that great. It's just, you got to take the wins when you can, and there's a bunch of things they'll be able to take from this, positives, and just morale. I say morale. After the Bucs missed that field goal last game, I said, just seeing them so happy, hyped up, I think that's just going to translate throughout the season, and you never can complain about the win, and never try to talk down a win. So, yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Make sure you drop a like, comment down below, and subscribe. Peace out.